Okay, hi. I'm going to show you how to create a sort of three-dimensional basketball court for your animations. And I'm going to show you how I got this result. I'm going to start fresh, so I'm going to hit the plus sign, sketchpad, and I'm going to use a transparent background because I like seeing the little like lines to help me. And we're going to make it 1280 by 720. I'm going to hit create. So we start with this just generic background, and I'm going to just get started with some lines. So I'm going to select the tool spot here and go down to line, not path, line. We're going to use the path tool, but not yet. And I'm going to select outline, set it to black. And if you have fill on, you're going to click on the teardrop so that it's at 0, or you can click and drag till it's at 0. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is just make a horizon line like this. And if your thickness isn't set, I set it to about somewhere between 8 and 10. And then when you're done with your line, you hit enter or the green check mark. So there's my first part. Second part is I'm going to make the actual court here. So I'm going to set, basically the trick is to have two lines. The first line in the background is going to be a little bit shorter. And then the foreground, I'm going to go down diagonally like this. And then I'm going to go straight across. And then I'm going to go diagonally and connect it right there. And that gives me a court that's going to look a little bit more 3D. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. Now you can fill some colors right away. I'm going to get the paint bucket tool, and I'm going to just fill a sky color. I'm going to make the tolerance a little higher. And I'm going to make I'm going to hit enter again. I'm going to go with grass, go with a green color. I'll get dark green here. All right, so there's grass around my court. There's the court. And I'll make the court a color too. I like outdoor courts have this sort of they'll have this sort of green color. You could be whatever you want, but I'm just going to use that for now. All right, now the actual basketball hoops. I'm going to just find sort of roughly the middle of this court, and I'm going to put a click right here, and I'm going to go straight up and down, kind of parallel to the side of the screen, like about like that. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to just try to get roughly in the same spot, and I'm going to go up and hit enter. Okay, so that you've got your two posts for your basketball rim, and then I'm going to make a line, and this line is going to be kind of parallel with the line of the court. So I'm going to sort of make it like this, and then it's going to go straight up and then down at the same angle and then down. This is not perfect. I'm not an art teacher, but I'm doing the best I can here. Okay, I'm gonna go like that, up. It would probably get a little smaller, and I'm gonna fill that with a color, and we're gonna do some cleanup in a little bit. But for now, that's what we got. Then I'm gonna go to the shape tool. It looks like a star when you first start. It looks like a little star, I think. I'm gonna select the ellipse, and I'm going to turn the fill off, and I'm going to make the outline red, kind of like what a basketball hoop would be. And I'm just going to drag out that ellipse, and I don't know, something like that. And then I'm going to make it, and I'm going to copy. I'm going to hit Control C, Control V, and I just pasted a copy, which I can then drag over here, and it's going to be exactly the same, which is good because a basketball hoop would probably be the exact same on both sides of your court. And then I'm going to add some lines to the court here. So I'm going to go back to my line tool, and I'm going to do one in the middle, and this looks roughly like the middle of the screen. Go right. This one's going to go straight down, and then I'm going to go back to the ellipse tool, and I'm going to set it on black, and I'm going to make it a little skinnier maybe, and I'm going to make a center roughly like that. And I can move this so that it's more in the center. I can squish it down more if I want. Just depends. It shouldn't be a perfect circle because this is a court. It's angled. So I've got that. And then I'm going to do you can sort of do a circle for the top of your free throw line. And I'm going to copy that and paste it. I'm going to drag that over here. And then I'm just going to do a line from the outside. So I'm going to get the line tool. I'm going to go like from here and right to the bottom of the court. I could go over and back up and then hit enter. That works pretty good. Down to the line. I'm going to just click over here because it has to make that line still, and then go back up and hit enter. Then I can fill this with a different color, like many basketball courts. Sometimes I'll look up basketball court line colors. Just Google, see what happens. And you can sort of see like different line, like, you know, you could make those white lines if you wanted. Different outdoor courts have different colors. And I'm just going to go to images here. I'm just going to steal a couple color ideas and use it for my design. So they just color. The free throw area seems to have like a set color. So I might use like, I don't know, orange or red or yellow or something. So let's go back to Sketchpad. I'll fill that with a different color. So I'm going to get the pixel fill. Make sure you're on pixel fill, not vector fill. And then I'll change it to yellow. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, sure. Why not? And theirs, they had a line across the middle here. So I might do that too. I might go back, do this little line here, and then hit enter. And actually that line would be angled just a little bit. Just kind of match how the court is sort of angled. Mine is not perfect, but it's okay. This doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, if you want it to be perfect. There are ways to make it more perfect. I'm going to do that. Now I want to get this yellow color in here too. So to get the same color you've just used, you can click on fill, and then there's this little eyedropper, and you click on the eyedropper, and then you can click, and it will pick that exact color. Then when you fill, it'll fill that color. And I'm going to use that again up here. I'm going to fill this with the backboard with a white color. So I'm going to click on my fill. I'm going to change fill to white. I'm going to fill it. You're going to, ooh, Control Z. Didn't like that. Why did it do that? Let's see. Pixel fill. Tolerance. I'm going to make my tolerance a lot less. Let's try that. There we go. And then I'm going to fill that. Now, you'll notice there's a black line going through. If I click on that black line right now and try to fill, it's going to fill. Oops. I'm going to zoom in. Use the magnifying glass. Zoom in, and then you can drag over with your hand. So if I try to go to my fill tool and click here, it's going to fill everything that's touching because all the black that's touching. So I'm going to hit Control Z. I'm going to undo that, cancel. I'm going to just paint this over. So I'm going to go to my tool. I'm going to go to a paintbrush tool right here. And I'm going to make it less blurry. If it's blurred, I'm going to change that blur. And I'm going to make it, I don't know, 20, something like that. And I'm going to change it to white. Let's change the outline to a white color because that's the color I'm using. And then I'm going to paintbrush. There we go. Got it. All right. Now I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to paint over this line. I'm just going to carefully paint that line. I'm going to do that on the other side. Maybe. How do I get that? Oh, I have to go back to click on this magnifying glass. Then I can drag this. Nope. Undo. There we go. And I'm going to go back to my paintbrush tool and just sort of clean that up. There we go. And there's how you make a simple basketball court design that's sort of a little three-dimensional. And I hope that is something that helps you figure that out. And we're going to be using this in an animation program called Pivot later. Oops, I forgot to fill that with yellow. Let's do that. I'm going to finish this so it's complete. Boom, got the yellow color. Bam. Nope, didn't get the yellow color. Color picker, select. Oh, I know it. I'm picking the same color twice. Color picker, bam. I got to pick the color. And now, why isn't the fill color changing? Let's just try this. You know what? Why not? It's going to make that color both. I'm going to change all my colors to that color. This feels like it's simpler. All right, there you go. I hope that helps. And now I'm really done.